Welcome back to QrepubliC. Today is August 11, 2021, Wednesday. Our news highlights for today: European stocks close higher despite COVID, inflation jitters, HelloFresh up by 9%. The Pan-European Stoxx 600 provisionally ended up by 0.4%, with travel and leisure stocks adding 2% to lead gains as almost all sectors and major bourses entered positive territory. The cautious optimism in Europe reflects similar sentiment in Asia Pacific, where shares mostly rose in Tuesday trade, while South Korean game developer Krafton plunged in its debut. On Wall Street, stocks were mostly higher, with the Dow and S&P 500 notching fresh record highs. Meanwhile, two Federal Reserve officials indicated that the pace of the U.S. recovery and elevated inflation could prompt discussion about the central bank starting interest rate hikes. Investors will look forward on Wednesday and Thursday, where inflation measures will be updated. For our international headlines or other news, Singapore raises 2021 economic growth forecast as COVID vaccination progresses. Mainland Chinese stocks rise. Energy stocks gain on higher oil prices. Stock futures mostly flat after Dow and S&P close at all-time highs. WHO says it urgently needs $7.7 billion to help poorer nations survive Delta. In other news, for our local market, pandemic causes PH stocks to slip. The local bourse marginally slipped on Tuesday amid worries on the local COVID-19 situation, shrugging off the latest second quarter gross or GDP. Pandemic worries weigh on the sentiment as the number of cases continue to surge in the country, as it may prolong the restrictions, which would be detrimental to the economy, according to PhilStocks. The market turnover was 5.56 billion pesos, slightly below the 5.82 billion pesos posted a day ago. The exit of foreign funds also persisted at 26.7 million pesos, and property index led the decliners while the mining and oil sectors gained. And for our local headlines today, banks net income, non-performer loans higher as of June. DMC Holdings first half profit surges to 9.5 billion pesos. COSCO profits improved to almost 5 billion pesos, and MRSGI losses grew as it grapples with pandemic. For our PSEI today, we close at 6,666.86, and sinabi po natin kahapon na based sa ating mga good points na na-observe, mas lamang na ang possibility na ma-breakout natin ang ating moving average 50, which had happened today. And tuloy na po tayo sa pag-look forward to touch the 6,782 area, which is our possible TP area as well, should be looking for one. With regards to our net foreign indicator, nasabi rin natin kahapon na nagmamatch ang ating mga foreign investors sa galaw ng ating mga candlesticks, kasi nababawasan yung ating selling pressure at meron tayong consolidation na na-observe. So kumbaga hindi drastic yung mga selling natin, pati na rin yung buying dito sa ating net foreign indicator. At ito na nga po, today tuluyan tayo naging positive at naka-receive tayo ng 500 million pesos from our investors today, our highest since July 26. Plus, sa iba pa nating mga indicators, we are also seeing a momentum. Kumbaga, nagko-coincides ang ating mga candlesticks or trend at ang ating mga indicators, pati na rin po yung ating mga investors, kaya mas lalong matibay that we are heading towards to our 6,782 area. Yung moving average 9 din natin, by tomorrow or within the week, magko-close over na sa ating moving average 20, which is an additional sign to our strong momentum. Now, having said that, we can continue to hold to our stocks, especially if they are listed sa ating PSEI, and provided that we did our due diligence. So that's the major one that we can do, which is to hold. Then second, you can plan your TP area with coincides to PSEI's resistance and possible sa major resistance din na binabantayan natin sa ating mga stocks. Then third, we can see a possibility in breaking the 6,780 area as well. But this is just a possibility. We have to confirm it yet, and this possibility is brought to us by our good momentum that we can observe currently. Having said that, you may evaluate your plan further, especially if you are a trader. If magtitipi ka na ba at 6,780 area, or you are willing to wait sa ating next resistance at 7,000 level as our momentum is getting better. Then if you choose to wait, you have an option as well if you will add some shares as your target will be more higher, or continue to hold ka lang kasi winner ka na naman at hindi na madilyut pa yung gain mo. So again, as of this moment, we have a good momentum, coincides with our indicators and investors, so we can hold or add some shares strategically. So always reevaluate your trading plan and aim to be wiser than you were when you woke up. DMC's long-term uptrend channel is still intact, and we are currently trading below its midline. Sa ating volume, makikita natin na 4 trading days tayong merong mataas na volume, and today and yesterday we're more on buying, and we can associate that sa magandang Q2 earnings nila. Technical wise, weak ang ating momentum, and it looks like temporary bounce lang yung nangyari as we were blocked at moving average 20 and almost closed under moving average 9. So weak po ang ginawa nating candlestick today after nating mag-bounce at moving average 200 or sa ating lower border, which cannot give us confidence in its current area para bumili. So if ever man po, remain on the side, and the safe side pa rin sa pagkuha ng shares is around our key support at 5.58 area or sa ating lower border. For COSCO, meron tayong dalawang perspective na pwedeng ma-observe. First one is yung sideways move niya from 4.89 to 5.42 area. And second is yung kanyang downtrend channel na nasa loob din ng malaking downtrend channel, which mas ma-appreciate natin dito sa ating 12-month time frame. So having said that, we need to be careful in taking shares dito kay COSCO, and dapat sa mga key support tayo kumukuha ng shares. So balik lang po tayo dito sa ating daily time frame. Despite of our good headlines kanina that their profits were improving, technical wise we have a weak momentum, and there is a high chance na bumaba ulit tayo at 4.89 area. So ito po yung key support na pwede nating i-target if kukuha tayo ng shares. So iwas po muna tayo sa 5 peso area. For Mrs. G, 2 perspective din po yung ma-observe natin, sideways from 1.25 to 1.47 area, and long-term downtrend channel. Sa atin pong headlines kanina, it was highlighted na mas lalo pa po lumaki ang losses ng company during this pandemic. And technical-wise, pababa rin yung nakikita nating result. Having said that, it is important as well to be strict in getting shares only in key support area, especially we are on a weak momentum and low volume. On this instance, though malapit ang ating closing price sa key support, due to weak momentum, there is a high probability na pwede pa siyang bumaba. The least is sa 1.25 pesos, so meron pang magandang price tayong pwedeng makuha sa kanya if ever. And hopefully, matapos na ang kanyang downtrend and magtuloy na tayo sa sideways. For ACEN, our uptrend channel is still intact and very good closing today, as we are confirming that We have a new key support now at 8.80 area. We have a high chance now of reaching the 10 peso area again. So ayan din po yung pwede natin maging TP area if ever we are looking for one. ACEN Energy still have a very good momentum, so we can continue to hold and add some shares strategically. For Globe Telecom, we have a good momentum and we recently broke out our second Darvas box and now forming the third Darvas box. With our recent move, we are confirming that 1968 area is our new key support, especially we are trading above moving average 9 and all the moving averages are actually pointing up, which is a good indication of a good momentum. Kasabay naman po ito ng possible dividend play din of 27 peso cash dividend with an ex-date of August 16. We can continue to hold as we have a good momentum, especially more on investor type ka dapat dito kay Globe Telecom. But due to the weakness that we observe with our candlestick today, might as well aim pa rin tayo sa may 1968 area sa pagkuha ng shares since malayo din po yung ating moving average 9 sa ating closing price today. Kasi normally, sa magandang momentum na medyo malapit dapat yung price natin sa moving average 9. On this instance, medyo malayo-layo. So, more likely, meron tayong chance na bumaba ulit siya sa may 1968 area with good momentum so we can continue to hold. For Converge, we are currently consolidating with good momentum as we can see the alignment of the stars and at the same time, they are all pointing up. So, continue to hold. Yung pwede natin gawin dito kay Converge. 26.50 to 27 peso area yung magandang target in getting shares as we can speculate more in breaking the 28 peso area. Hence, performing another record high is a big possibility. Again, it is due to its good momentum and above average volume. So maganda po mag-hold and diskarte na lang po sa pag-add ng shares habang tumataas po si Converge. For Merimart, currently meron po tayong pwedeng ma-observe na good momentum as we stop falling down at 3.13. So nagkaroon po tayo ng consolidation dyan sa area na yan. Then after nag-bounce, and then now we are resisting dito sa ating upper border ng ating downtrend channel or moving average 50. So if i-weigh natin, medyo 50-50 kasi kahit nagre-resist tayo currently, may consolidation tayong na-observe so may momentum or may mga buyers tayong na-observe. Pero on the other perspective, possible temporary bounce din siya due to the downtrend channel and low volume. So if ever, be on the side muna until we can confirm kung mabi-breakout na ba natin yung moving average 50 or itong 3.84 area tsaka tayo bumili ng shares. Kasi kapag ka nangyari yon, mas lalakas yung ating momentum and makakawala tayo dito sa ating downtrend channel. For PHA, halos pareha sila ni Merimart ng galaw, especially sa mga moving averages, except that si PHA is nasa midline pa lang ng kanyang downtrend channel and meron tayong malaking volume na more into selling today. So weighing the circumstances, more likely hindi pa kaya ng market i-breakout yung 1.31 area and chances are ma-block tayo dyan completely and heading towards down na naman tayo. Ngayon ang magandang tanong, saan kaya siya bababa? Sa 1.12 area or 0.90? I would say na alanganin pa rin si 1.12 area pero we will see sa mga candlesticks and volume that we're going to form in the coming days. So we have to observe muna. So for the meantime, remain on the side po muna tayo dito kay PHA. For BDO, we are still consolidating at 110 peso and still trading above moving averages. So we can see some momentum kay BDO which is giving us a high chance for the 110 area to become now his new key support. So more on investor type din po dapat tayo dito kay BDO. And if we haven't bought some shares yet at 110 peso area, we can still do so kasi we are still within the area, and we are more into looking to a possibility of reaching the 119 area, so we can also continue to hold dito kay BDO while meron tayong magandang momentum na na-observe, and ito na nga, gumagawa tayo ng bagong key support ngayon. For Metro Bank, we can see a sideways move from 44 to 49 peso area. And if we are investing dito kay Metro Bank, although meron tayong na-observe na momentum as we are trading above moving average 9, which is also attempting to break out sa ating moving average 20. And if ipagpalagay na natin na aakyat siya sa 49 peso area, we don't know yet if magtutuloy tayo above 50, kasi sa big picture natin sideways tayo, and more likely bumaba ulit tayo at 44 peso area. So it is more wiser if wag muna natin ibili kay Metro Bank yung buying power natin on its current area, and hintay na lang ulit tayo sa pagbaba niya sa 44 peso area dito sa ating key support para mas maging maganda yung ating position sa kanya. For SM, meron tayong magandang candlestick today. An initial sign na 1004 area na yung ating bagong support. Plus, maganda rin yung sinasabi ng ating mga moving averages as they are pointing up. And itong si moving average 9 natin already broke the moving average 20 and now challenging the moving average 50. So meron po tayong magandang momentum na nakikita. Although maganda ang ating mga initial signs, pero hindi pa rin siya convincing enough as we also have the same sign last time when we attempted to break out at 1004 area. So we have to wait more until next week probably para makita pa tayo ng mga supporting candlesticks and volume sa pag-breakout sa 1004 area. Sa ngayon, it will be more safer to be on the side muna bago tayo bumili ng shares dito kay SM. And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepublic.